Welcome, everyone. We're thrilled and excited to have you here for our supervision training. We want to thank Jim Gordon for the opportunity to do this together and bring our experience, our suggestions, and training of new supervisors. I'm Linda Richmeyer-Sear. I'm a clinical psychologist. That's my background and training. When I did my first training with the center was back in 2000. I was fairly new in my practice, and the training was very impactful for me. And especially as I stepped into, after becoming certified and starting to supervise others in 2005 and beyond, just new learning about myself, the value of having a supervisor, even though I was trained in my profession, just that part of really reflecting on what it takes to be a facilitator of a mind-body skills group. Shortly after that, I had the opportunity to work with Amy more intimately and develop programs to help our supervisors, and have been doing that since about 2012. So it's exciting to move into this new venue of expanding that and sharing that as we're doing more and more programs in the communities here in the U.S. and across the world that are asking for supervision.
And I'm Amy Schinel. I'm the clinical director at the Center for Mind-Body Medicine. I'm an LCSW and integrative psychotherapist. And I love this work. I came through the program in 1999, and it seems like a lifetime ago, but I still remember my first set of drawings. It was really powerful, and it really changed the way I wanted to work in the world. And by 2000, I was on faculty and also on staff at the center. And by 2004, I was working overseas with the center and starting to do supervision for CMBM. And it's been quite a journey, and it's been wonderful to be able to collaborate with Linda and Bob and others along the way to really look at how we can bring this work more out to the world. And so as our programs grow and as we're working in more traumatized and diverse communities, we really want to build our team of supervisors so that we can meet the needs that are there and support all of you as you're doing this work.
We also want to honor all the faculty that have been doing supervision, and how as a team we continue to learn from each other. We've had many supervision trainings at our program where we've all come together, if we're new or experienced or returning, and just continuing to grow. So we see this training is really a training for new and experienced supervisors, that there's gems and essence of understanding ourselves in this process more and more. So it's a part of our model and who we are, and it's something we look forward to sharing with you.
And these online modules will also have a component of calls with us that are live, so that we can help explore what you've been learning and challenges along the way. But before we dive into that, what we'd like to do is start this series in this particular module the way we start every group and every meeting, which is with a soft belly exercise, just as a way of landing here, as a way of landing within yourself. So maybe find a position that is comfortable and supported and effortless to maintain. And if you haven't already done so, maybe allow your eyes to close or your gaze to be soft, simply as a way of focusing inward. And as you do that, perhaps allowing your belly to be soft, so it can expand fully with each new breath in. And noticing how your shoulders can relax a little bit more with each breath out. And if thoughts come, just noticing them and let them go. As you gently bring your awareness back to your breath in your body, in this moment. Perhaps even saying to yourself, soft, as you breathe in, and belly as you breathe out. And continually bringing your awareness back to your breath in this moment. And we'll sit and breathe together silently for a few moments longer. And then when you're ready, just gently beginning to bring your awareness back. First by feeling the support of the chair behind and beneath you. Maybe feeling the temperature of the air in this room as it touches your skin. Maybe moving your fingers or your toes just a little bit. With the next deep breath, when you're ready, and just gently opening your eyes. Always a good way to transition. Always a good way to land.
I was just thinking too, one of the thoughts that came in was just how wonderful to feel all the people that are going to be watching this, and all the ways that our work is expanding and moving, and just really want to honor just all of our team for that, because that's created this opportunity and this need. This is the first in a series of modules about supervision. This is going to focus, this module in particular is going to focus on some of the core elements and what to keep in mind as you're doing supervision. It's going to be very interactive, both Amy and I, in terms of building on each other, listening to what each other is saying, but also for you as the learner to really reflect on what you know, what your experience has been like facilitating, and maybe you're already supervising others, to really reflect on what you want to bring as a supervisor and where do you need support in teaching and learning. We're going to have times where we pause and you can reflect and write down things. We're also going to ask you to maybe keep a journal or a notebook where you can bring examples to future calls when we practice things and do some vignettes and role play with you live to help you prepare for becoming a CMBM supervisor.
And remembering, if you are watching this video, you have been through supervision. So you have so much wisdom from your own experience. So as we're going through these different modules, really take the time to reflect on what your experience was, the things that helped you, the things that maybe helped you focus your skills or take a risk or feel a sense of safety in exploring things in supervision, things that your supervisor did that were helpful for you, things that they might have done differently, because we all have growing edges. But recognizing that in addition to the content that we're sharing here, that there is so much to tap into from your own experience.
Our style of supervision at the Center for Mind Body Medicine focuses really on using our intuition and really listening deeply. It's a mindful exercise of being very present and aware of what you're noticing, just even in yourself, in your own body, as you're listening to others' experience. It's also tapping into first exploring with people first, and then providing kind of those teachable points, and we'll talk more about that.
And knowing that as we go through this, at the end there'll be an opportunity for us to have a call together. And in that call, we'll kind of go through some of the things that you learned, and also maybe do a little bit of role play or some vignettes or something interactive with you on the call.
We're also going to highlight in this training what to listen for, what to think about, and what are some common themes or questions or challenges that we see in supervision. We've learned a lot through the years, and there's more learning to do together.
And in addition to the information and the concepts and the approaches, the personal growth piece is huge, because you probably noticed that when you learned how to lead groups, that you learned a tremendous amount about yourself, that you had your own personal growth even as you led others. Supervision's no different. It's going to be a profound experience to stretch yourself. And so let yourself step into that and really welcome that opportunity.
So thanks for joining us and starting this journey of being a supervisor.